lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Sarah here for another 30 inks 30 days, our third last one. If you watched yesterday, I said I did cheat a little bit for this one. Let's see if you guessed it. It's Colorverse eXtreme Deep Field. Now, they do eXtreme lowercase e, uppercase X. So for me, it works. Never swatched this ink before. I know it does have some sheen, so we'll see if we get that to come up on this paper. It looks pretty cool in the vial, definitely sticking to the sides, so I'm expecting a ink on the thicker side of things. And I'm guessing there's a relationship between sheen and thickness of ink. All right, let's do our swatch. Ooh, let's have a look. Ooh, punchy. So this is where we get into the never ever ending, I'm not going to say argument, I'll say discussion of what's a teal, what's a turquoise. I think that teals have a bit more green to them. Actually, no, they just had this discussion on the pencast, the Goulet pencast. I'm trying to, I don't want to like wet that, but I want to go to, I feel like I've got a page of greens with my little, I think I said, I think that looks like a chicken falling over. So these look like really true greens to me, and then that, for me, is teal because you can see the bits of blue in it. So I see the same there. Obviously, this is much darker. You can already see that red sheen starting to come through. I also wonder what this looks like compared to that one there, Diamond Twilight. Oops. So yeah, this is probably the most saturated of the bunch, but for me, that is a teal ink. For someone who doesn't really like blues, I actually do quite like that. Look, where it gets really dark, like the bits of black coming through as well, I think are really cool. Definitely is extreme, but I think the words like deep field, there is a deep, why can't I get any ink on this? There is a deepness or a depth. Great grammar. There is a depth to this that I can see, just like layers to it, that the bits of like black throughout and a really nice sheen there. So this is, I wonder, in the writing sample, especially with the fine nib, I don't think we're going to get any of the color variation coming through. It's also done like super cool things too. Let's see if I can bring this here. The water just like sitting through there. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually like still really sticking to the measuring cup. That's probably really boring. In the writing sample, you're not getting much coming through. Wonder when it dries if that's just gonna like all look sheeny. Definitely getting some sheen in there. I actually don't mind it. I'm only really at the beginning of experimenting with sheens, and things that are like over the top sheen are a bit intense. But in the fine nib, I actually just think it creates a really interesting blue-black color. So this is, and I'm just going to do like that. Extreme. I don't know why that one's so small. Deep field. It feels nice to write with. In the medium nib, you are getting some shading there, like you're getting the undercolor of that bluey teal come through, and then on the downstrokes where the inks pull the bits of sheen. And the two, like if you look in that X, actually look really, really nice together. I think that's what I love about this, as it like the gradient from basically black through this warmer sheen into super, super dark, and then getting more of that actual tealy come through. It's a really nice relationship. I think it looks really, really nice. Our word for today is, it's a Spanish term, so hopefully I get the pronunciation right. It's Sarancharo, but it's spelt with an X. Apologies to any Spanish speakers here that I've butchered that, and for all the other words that I've butchered. Definitely feels like it's like gliding on the nib. Yeah, it's quite slick. And this word means brilliant. From just one dip, you're getting a lot of ink, like it's not getting lighter anywhere. Definitely seeing more of what I was talking about, how like the pooling bits is almost just all sheen. Can you see in that bit there where that sheen's dried already, and it definitely has a space feel, like it's, if you were to look at this ink without a name, I think people who know ink would go, yeah, this definitely has a Colorverse feel to it. It definitely does to me. Awesome. We're going to wait for that to dry, which might be a while because it's quite a big pool there, and we'll go and do the monthly swatch. Awesome. All right, let's do our monthly swatch. So annoyed that the shimmer in this one like settled in the syringe, and I did it before I like re-agitated, so you're not getting tons of shimmer there. Little bits, but a little bit annoyed about that. But let's focus on today. Ooh. I may have pressed down too hard. That went everywhere. Let's try and get it a bit more circular. Bam. Definitely is like a thicker quality to this, but not like that one pigment in ink I've tried that felt thick but like draggy. This doesn't feel draggy at all. It actually feels quite slick and smooth. Colorverse. eXtreme. Gonna run out of room. You think I would have learnt by now. eXtreme deep filled. Amazing, guys. Tomorrow it's our penultimate swatch. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.